Hello everyone. Good afternoon and good morning for our friends who have joined us from Europe. It's very exciting, and I would like to welcome you all for those of you who have joined us today for the first time. Very warm welcome to you, and for those of you who were with us yesterday, trying to explore on amplifying your capabilities in photo. We had a really interesting day where we spoke to what are the new things which are happening in the world of photo, especially all of us were concerned as to where the photo market is going during this pandemic time, and we heard it from Stefano, who's been one of the founders of Passbook, how they have been accelerating their business, and then some really new applications. With this, it's still going to be a very exciting day today, because what we're going to bring you is a completely different aspect. We heard about the applications and where the market is leading towards, and today we bring you a completely different perspective, trying to bring a whole 360-degree aspect. You're going to hear a bit around from what's happening in the industry, from a new product introduction portfolio, and companies like Shutterfly. Why have they invested with Indigo, with the new 6P product? Yet at the same time, a very exciting, when you talk about photo, I'm a very optimistic when it comes to what are the different kind of versatility to you which you can add to your photo business, and that can be done with media. And I have some of the exciting partners with us in form of Felix Scholler and Fedrigoni, who, as much as would have liked you to be visiting them as part of the factory tours, are bringing their factories to you right here. So it's going to be very interesting. Next about an hour 10 minutes or so. Stay tuned. But this is not all. What we are trying to do is we are trying to stitch together every little aspect and see. And that is where we have invited our solution partners, Printbox from Europe, who are going to be here talking about photo products and how they to just keep on developing newer content and make it relatively easy when it comes to photo products. Well, that's not all. You are also going to see from our Center of Excellence, the all new 12,000 HD with its latest features and how it has been changing in the world of photo. So it's going to be a bit of an action pack. If you have any queries, any question, just to keep writing into the Q&A section, and we have all the relevant experts who would be answering your queries. With this, probably I would like to take just about a quick 2 to 3 minutes to try and introduce what we call the HP Indigo 6P digital press. Yes, we have been talking about taking the photo press a step ahead. We are committed to see photo, which has been seeing still one of the growing markets. As you saw when we were talking yesterday, that there is still a huge potential in terms of way the photo market has been growing. And with this, with the commitment, HP has introduced the 6P, which is on the web platform, taking the press ahead. There has been a little bit of a talk around the silver halide conversion. In some countries in Asia are ahead in when we call about the silver halide or the AGX conversion. But yet at the same time, we have a lot of countries in Southeast Asia, Japan, even to that extent Australia, who are stepping on and working towards replacement of the silver halide, more so for several reasons. And our first session is going to be much around this in terms of how we are evolving in this space. Now, if we move forward to the next slide, I just wanted to quickly show you some of these what's really new. You're gonna hear this. We're gonna soon take you to the demo of the 6P. But before we do that, I think what has been done now is we're working on three very important pillars. You may not call them the new, but you definitely where we need to continue working on. One, we're talking about improvement and increasing of productivity. Increase in versatility, which is very important. Today, we are talking about being able to address different markets in photo. And then we are also talking about automation. So when we're talking about productivity, we're talking about how the new spectrophotometer has been introduced, which improves the calibration time. We're talking about a larger image area, which helps us reach an altogether different market in the photo space, and we're talking about a much better production pro system, which helps in a faster ripping of your jobs. And we all know how these jobs in photo can be really heavy. Yet in the same, you're talking about versatility. While we have been talking about, yesterday you heard about a lot of photo inks, and you have been aware like the light cyan, light magenta, which has been in existence for long, and we saw the usage of light cyan, light magenta, vivid pink, vivid green, how we've introduced silver on the 7K platform, which is an A3 size. Today we are talking on the web in the afternoon session now, and little later we'll be talking about the B2 and showcase some of them. Yet at the same time, we're talking about increase in automation, and automation definitely leads, you're talking about predictive press care, which ensures there is, it prevents your downtime much before it happens. And at the same time, we're talking about how PrintOS X, okay, is bringing an X factor when we're talking about this press. So, like I said, this is still still a lot of information to take. How we are introducing the new press in the market, which is helping some of the photo companies to take their business forward, whether it is in terms of new applications or when you're talking about replacement in terms of silver halide. Not stopping you further. Probably I would like to take you straight to the demo of 6P, and we also get to hear what Shutterfly has to say about their new 6P portfolio.
Hi, my name is Brian Goldstein, and I'm the Solutions Architect for the Executive Accounts. Welcome to the HP Indigo 6P Digital Press Demo. The Indigo 6P platform is the latest generation of our best-selling 6X family, with over 2,300 presses installed worldwide. Today, we're going to show you why the HP Indigo 6P is taking the photo press a step ahead. This press is ideal for photo and publishing PSPs, professional and consumer labs looking to print high-quality photo applications with high production efficiency and reliable operation. A true solution for AGX silver halide digital conversion. 3 value pillars that you should consider. The first and most obvious pillar is print quality. The unique attributes of HP Indigo printing technology have made it to the premier digital photo printing solution worldwide. Enabled by HP Indigo's liquid electro ink technology and unique digital offset process, HP Indigo delivers print with true photo quality that exceed the quality achieved by silver halide. Up to 7 ink stations and widest range spot colors on the press enable combinations of 97% of the color gamut inks. Enable perfect color registration with HP Indigo one-shot color technology. Delivers high resolution, uniform gloss, and sharp images with a very thin ink layer that is almost transparent, exposing the natural attributes of the paper for a fine photo finish. Create higher value for your customers with the widest ink portfolio in digital printing. Color profiles and screens deliver superior smoothness and color uniformity. Use HP automated color management tools. And with our new inline LED-based spectrophotometer, we can control color on the fly, meeting M1 color measurement standards. The second pillar is revenue stream growth. You can create opportunities for your business with an extensive portfolio of photo and publishing applications, from book covers to portrait photo prints, to landscape posters, premium lay-flat photo books. Whatever the customers ask, you can provide to them. There's life beyond CMYK. Stand out with HP Indigo's special printing capabilities that can produce high-impact creations using white ink, photo ink, light magenta, light cyan, even light black. And now also fluorescent inks printed on a diverse range of media versatility, including coated and uncoated, canvas, colored, metallic, and transparent substrates. Print an amazing metallic gamut with true metal flake HP Indigo Electro Ink Silver Ink. Help customers protect their brands. Add security elements to prints with invisible yellow ink. New to the Indigo 6P is the ability to produce eye-catching one-pass print over foil designs using our partner Kerr's DEM jetliner, integrated in-line to the press. The third pillar is job volume and capacity. Gain uptime with all the new artificial intelligence-based predictive press care, PPC, which alerts you to potential issues before they become problems. Increase your productivity with larger print area, enabling more efficient impositions, 12.59 inches by 38.58 inches. Shorten make-ready time with the new inline spectrophotometer. Gain front-end efficiency with up to 5 times faster RIP with our latest HP Indigo Production Pro DFE version 8.0. Utilize automatic alert agent, AAA, and splice detector to save time and avoid reprints or rejections. Improve efficiency with a larger print area and automation enabled by HP PrintOS X. Seamlessly replace HP Indigo ElectroInk on the fly to minimize setup times. Running Indigo Enhanced Productivity Mode, or EPM, to simulate 4-color process using only cyan, magenta, and yellow. Enables you to increase productivity by up to 33%, reducing production costs and increasing profitability. But this is me talking. Let's see what 6P customer Keith Spieldenner, Vice President R&D Process Engineering at Shutterfly, has to say.
Several years ago, when the 6600 press was coming to market, we started to work with HP to see if there was a way to convert our LifeTouch silver halide portrait work over to the Indigo platform. For us, the roll-fed workflow made a lot of sense because we already had a large infrastructure of cutting and finishing equipment that we had been using for years with our roll-fed silver halide operations. The challenge came from matching the look of professional portrait paper, especially in areas of subtle gradient transitions, or creating pleasing skin tones, or in achieving really good DMAX, or those very dark coverage areas, without losing the detail. These were all characteristics where silver halide paper has traditionally excelled over decades of refinement. So we worked with HP's R&D team over quite some time, and we finally arrived at a 6-color printing process using light cyan, light magenta. But the proof really came when we put a silver halide and an indigo print of the same image down side by side, and it was almost impossible to tell which was which. HP sealed the deal when they finally figured out how to do variable frame printing, and at that point it was just a matter of time before we just got the conversion done. To further enhance the process, HP eventually introduced the Silky Screen process, which allowed us to achieve the same results using 5 colors with a light black ink, and now virtually all of our portrait production for LifeTouch is running on the Indigo platform. So now we're in the process of beginning to evaluate the latest generation of roll-fed series, the 6P. Having a new spectrophotometer is really going to put us on the path to use the same M1 filter across all of our fleet, which includes the sheet-fed 100Ks and the 12K VPs. So we'll see a consistent color management process throughout the fleet. We're also starting to evaluate how we can use AAA on the roll-fed platform and drive some downstream corrective action on our finishing equipment. I think overall the 6P gives us a tremendous amount of versatility. The 6K platform has been a really solid performer for portraits, for book covers, other high-volume Shutterfly products, and I believe the 6P is going to continue that tradition while giving us that update to the latest standards.
To summarize, the HP Indigo 6P digital press will provide the highest levels of Indigo print quality, productivity, versatility, and reliability to help take your photo and publishing business a step ahead. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the demo. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Wonderful, fantastic. Like I said, it's quite interesting to hear what the customer has to say. We've been hearing the past in terms of what silver halide conversion has been all about, and here there is a customer who's been with Indigo, one of the leading photo customers, and saying it's difficult to really match the prints. We're talking about printing of 6 colors with special photo inks, and yet at the same time introducing of Silky Screen, which ensures that you're able to match up to those standards, which is 5 color. So quite an interesting output, and this is one of the latest addition to the whole whole range of portfolio which HP brings in terms of photo space. We are committed, and we continue to see how we can evolve along with each and every one of you. Well, let me, when we're talking about versatility, it's very difficult to talk about versatility if you do not talk about media. And for this, I would like to invite Kirsty, who is media manager. Hi, Kirsty.
Hi, Gaurav.
Hi, Kirsty. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Yep, Kirsty, there has been a lot of talk around, yesterday also we spoke about a lot of new interesting applications, but the very essence of everything remains media. And yet at the same time, it's how does, I know you have created something amazing, but one of my questions which would always remain is, how does, the media partner sees from their perspective in terms of where the market goes and how the industry has been, evolving in the photo space. So I leave this for you and a lot of answers to come from you and your team.
Thank you, Gaurav. So good afternoon, good morning to everybody also from my side. I'm the Media and Materials Manager for Asia Pacific and Japan. And I'm very happy that today we have a very special certified for HP Indigo media and substrate session prepared for you. In HP Indigo, we have a lot of certified photo specialty substrates, many partners. And today we are very honored to have two of our longtime valued certified partners, Felix Schöller and Fedrigoni, together with us. And they are really the industry experts. And we'll get to hear a little bit of inside information on how the photo AGX conversion market will be developing. As well as to understand a little bit about their substrates. And also very special, we'll get a sneak peek into their production facilities. So let me first introduce Felix Schöller. We have Cindy Chua here. Welcome, Cindy.
Thank you, Kirsty.
Cindy is the Vice President of Sales for Greater Asia, Australia and New Zealand, with many years of experience on AGX photo conversion substrates based out of Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. So welcome, Cindy. Thank you for joining, and I'll hand it over to you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Kirsty. Thank you very much for introducing me. Let's start to introduce Felix Schöller. I'd first like to invite every one of you to take a step into our mill located in Weissenborn in Germany. Enjoy your tour. Welcome and selamat datang. welcome back to Asia. I hope you guys can see my screen as well at this moment.
Yes, we can.
Thank
Yes,
you,
we can.
Gaurav. Can you tell that we are 126 years old just by virtually walking around our mill? Founded in 1895, Schuller brings along more than 125 years of experience in the specialty paper production. We are a leading manufacturer of high quality specialty paper with annual sales of 440,000 tons and turnover of 900 million euro. We have close to 3,800 people working in various sites around the world, and I can tell you that's a big family.
Cindy, are you changing your slide?
It's not moving. Just a moment, please. Sorry for that.
Here we see it. Thanks for all that introduction. So now we see all that in numbers here, very impressive. Just a question here. I'll be jumping in every once in a while just to ask some interesting topics here. When did you start the partnership with HP Indigo?
The partnership with HP started since 2011, and Felix Schuller Media has been certified for HP Indigo since then. That's a decade worth of cooperations today. Our ultimate goal then was to bring the authentic photo experience into this market segment, and at the same time to learn from HP Indigo's experiences to ensure the highest customer and user satisfaction. And for us in Felix Schuller, this particular goal remains strong as of today. So
thank you, Cindy.
Let's now take a look at the Schuller's footprint around the globe. So you can see that the heart of Felix Schuller's operation is located in Osnabrück, northern Germany. We have colleagues here today as well all the way from Germany. There are 12 production sites in total, with 5 located at our home ground in Germany, 3 in North America, 2 sites in China, 1 each in Russia and India, which all are represented in this red dots you see in the slide. The gray dots are our sales representative office: Paris, Moscow, Sao Paulo, Tokyo, Shanghai, Melbourne, and as Kirsty shared earlier, my base of operations, Kuala Lumpur.
Jumping in again, so this is great distribution network and wonderful substrate availabilities in Asia as well. We've been all experiencing a lot of lead time issues now with the COVID pandemic. Has this been a factor for you? Has there been a delay for your lead times with the pandemic?
In terms of production from our mills, we have been really lucky so far. But you know Murphy, he would try and try always and again. Though not directly, we were impacted with the major shipping shortages as well as the horrific Panama incident. But Lady Luck never left us, luckily. Thanks to the extensive network of distributors around the region, we were able to overcome all those critical periods together. We were really, really blessed. Let's try to...
So lead times have improved up until to this moment, right?
Yes. So we're back to normal, more or less today.
Okay, great. Sounds good.
So let's move on to the exciting part of our presentation. I think the audience will be waiting very much in regards to the market trends and market insights.
Yes, this question here is very good to see the overall situation for the AGX conversion substrate. So as an industry expert in the AGX market, how do you see this photo industry having been developed over the past 20 years? And of course, more importantly, we'll be very keen to understand how will it look like going forward for the next 5?
Crystal ball question, Kirsty, but a great one, definitely. So the graph we see right at the slides at this moment paints the overall trend specifically for the photo printing segment. So the trend has been on a steady decline starting from 2002. The pandemic has definitely sped up the transitioning of different mix of technologies. And now the crystal ball. Fast forward 5 years to 2025, our market analysis predicted that the overall volume would somewhat recover with the largest print volume to be the electrophotography segment, and which is the HP Indigo LEP technology, conquering as high as 80% of the share of the pie.
Wow, these are some nice graphs to see, and it's also good to see that there's growth when there's a kind of overall AGX decline here. So good to see growth in photo market. So 80% of the pie by 2025 for HP Indigo digital printing. What do you see are the main drivers for this growth?
To answer your question in just one word, Kirsty, it has to be technology. Continued growth in demands supported by special new inks, larger and more productive print formats with scalable production from short runs to long runs, as well as advanced product innovations are the key driver to this shifts. So So for the next part of our session would be the unveiling of secrets behind great photo prints. The next video will showcase our unique photo product, ePhoto, that can be used for many different end applications.
So that was a nice deep dive into the features of your substrates, ePhoto. I especially like the white break showcase. So you had a substrate with full black ink, folding it, and actually I've myself also tried it. I've really tried to wrinkle up a printed substrate, and it's true, there is no white break. You can experience this by getting samples from Cindy, but it would be good to also understand a little bit more in detail that what are the other factors that will influence the photo quality, good photo quality.
Well, Kirsty, that's our classified family brew secret that I'm going to share with you and the rest of the audience today. The real magic is the paper structure. In this slide, you can see the construction of our photo paper compared to the different types of paper. Special wood fibers create the smooth and even look and feel of the paper. Protective layer is then applied to the fiber base to create an excellent ink adhesion properties, specially designed for the LEP technology that maintains the color stability and longevity. The paper structure provides the benefits of water and dirt resistant, as you can see also in the video, alongside with the high lay flat performance, which eliminates the white break. And Kirsty, you're right. Should you or some of you, I'm sure, have received some of our team's name card, if you really want to try this and you can't wait for your samples to arrive, you can use our name cards and do all the multiple foldings and check it out yourself. So, as what Kirsty said, she has also tried it on her own, and this could be, by experience, you can feel this.
Yeah,
we shall look at some application examples in the subsequent slide. So in summary, our unique product, the ePhoto, can be used for many different applications, also with disinfectant. You get the wonderful benefits from genuine photo paper with excellent printing performance with the marriage of the ink, LEP technology by HP Indigo, the media ePhoto made and designed by the Felix Schoeller Group. We welcome any further questions and inquiries you have via the live chat function now, or you can drop us an inquiry at our website or one of our social media channels. These can be found in this slide. And thank you everyone for joining us today. And thank you again for the whole HP team, and especially to you, Kirsty, for inviting me. And lastly, a shout out to my fellow country folk, Malaysia, our neighbors, Indonesia and Thailand, Sawadee Ka, and the rest of Asia. Stay strong, stay safe. Let's keep striving together. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Cindy. Really appreciate these market insights. And also just to add to the end application. So while Felix Schoeller is certified for AGX, like real AGX conversion substrates, I want to highlight that these substrates are available both for sheet-fed digital printing as well as for the roll printing on the HP Indigo 6P. So there's media versatility, and it's not only the AGX conversion, it's also, I mean, the cut photos, it's also wide range of applications, leveraging all general commercial high-end printing as well. All right, so Gaurav, did you want to maybe say something, or shall we move on?
No, I think I'll let you move on, because I have very interesting, insights which I got, but I'll probably reserve my comments after we have heard from Fedrigoni, our next partner as well.
All right. So let's move on to the second part of our session. So we also have our long-term valued partner, Fedrigoni, from Italy, and we have Kervin Valero here together with us. Hi, Kervin.
Hi, Kirsty. Thank you for having me here today.
Thank you for joining us. So just a quick introduction here. Kervin, he's a very insightful partner with us over many years, and he's the area manager in Asia. And now we'll get to hear about what's new with Fedrigoni, and we'll also get a glimpse to the production facility. So over to you, Kervin.
Thank you, Kirsty. So it's been a while since I've attended a VIP event, so it makes me really glad to be here with all of you today. So I see a handful of familiar names on the attendees list, but I'm not so sure how many of you actually are familiar with our company. But Fedrigoni has since reinvented itself in the past year, and I think this short video will be a good way for you to get acquainted or reacquainted with who we are and what we do. So please show the video. Thank you.
Fedrigoni stands for excellence in paper for prints and fine arts, luxury packaging, graphics and security. We are the European leader in specialty papers and the third global player in self-adhesive materials. The integration between innovation and sustainability through a production process that crosses several industries and combines different materials provides perfect results for our 25,000 products in stock. We know we have a tangible responsibility for environmental, social governance issues. In our sustainability objectives for 2030, we plan to recover 100% of our industrial waste. We want to return 95% of clean water to the environment. In addition, we will reduce carbon dioxide emissions by 30%. By collaborating closely with customers in over 130 countries, Fedrigoni creates best-in-class products, highly tailored with very fast service. Our mission is to be the partner of choice for brands, printers, converters, and graphic designers, keeping in mind one consistent rule: elevating creativity.
Okay, so as the video showed, sustainability will be one of the biggest drivers for Fedrigoni in the coming years. And if you'd like to learn more about how we can complement your own sustainability programs, we can talk more after this event. But for now, Kirsty promised a sneak peek in the factory of Fedrigoni. So why don't I take you to a virtual tour of the factory in Verona, Italy, where we produce over 100 different HP Indigo certified digital stock.
Thanks to different coating technologies, we can produce various types of coated papers. From gloss, satin and cards, to more sophisticated products like pearlescent papers in various colours and effects. And cast coated, obtained by lacquering the coating with a chromed cylinder, a process unique in the world. We are also specialised in papers for digital printing, with several options for dry toner, inkjet and HP Indigo. Developed within a 25-year-old partnership, today we have over 100 papers certified by HP Indigo in different finishes, colours and sizes.
Okay, that was a quick sneak peek. You know, there's no substitute to being actually in Italy. So as soon as that's possible, I hope to see you in the factory and also be able to show you around in the lovely sites of Verona. Actually, the factory is very close by to Juliet's house, if you're familiar with the story of Romeo and Juliet. So, shall we get started? Okay. Fedrigoni and HP have been partners for actually over 20 years. Our latest project together is this book called Fedrigoni Digital Papers, certified for HP Indigo printing. So it has over 100 paper samples and tons of pages with printed samples showcasing the latest HP Indigo effects. So it's really nice, but I can't really talk about it because we won't finish in time. But I did pick one nice paper that's you know, just for today, just for this topic of AGX replacement. We call it the Silverado, but you guys are more than welcome to call it a game changer. So back in 2018, 2019, what we saw was HP pushing the boundaries and really pushing for the switch from silver halide traditional photo printing to digital printing. And at that time, I think they just introduced the 1200 HD press. So around the same time, several of our big customers were also pushing the same agenda. And that's where we got to really developing a silver halide paper replacement. And with the cooperation of HP Indigo, we were able to actually showcase it in D-Scoop EMEA in 2019 and have everything certified soon after. So in the past, we did promote a product called Symbol Free Life Satin. It already provided extremely good whiteness and smoothness. So in the earlier reel, HP shared how the printer has a very light coating that really gives you very bright results. So it really complemented our paper very well. But there was something quite missing. It did not have the right feel to it, you know. That sense of touch you get from holding a photo, a traditional photo, and you know, have this nostalgia get triggered all over. So the Silverado is actually a photo paper with the sensation of real photos. So it has the exceptional whiteness and exceptional smoothness as its predecessor, the Symbol Free Life Satin. But we also added the stiffness and that velvety feel on the back, reminiscent of traditional photos. So it gives you that look and feel of real photographs. And actually, if you wave it and shake it, as Kirsty loves to do, it will sound just like waving a real photograph. But that's not the only thing special about it. So the real game-changing feature of Silverado is actually its sustainability. You know, silver halide printing is probably the least eco-friendly way of reproducing images. And until now, there hasn't really been a fitting substrate to complement HP Indigo's more greener printing solution for photographs. But you know, there's been some silver halide paper replacement before. Also, Ferrigoni had a symbol fusion before. It looks nice, but it also has resin incorporated into it to give you that feel. But you know, Silverado, aside from being you know, made of 100% FSC certified fibers and being elemental chlorine free and all that, Silverado is also plastic free. Yes, so plastic free. That's right. The plastic-like feel that you get from a traditional photo, you will get from Silverado, but it's not plastic. It's not plastic. It's just a little bit of coating of magic, I'd love to say. So this is why Silverado only comes in 225 GSM, because this is really geared towards targeting head-on silver halide photo paper. So it's available in 2 sizes, the standard HP format and the B2 format, and each pack of paper would probably yield you around 2,000 photos if I did my math correctly. Okay. So last week, Kirsty asked me if we could share some details on the trends and the key differences among the photo markets in EMEA, APJ, and North America. So, and also if I could share some case studies. Of course, some of the information we have on our customers are quite confidential. I can't share them and go to too much detail. But what I can tell you is that our numbers do support the trend observed in the Robinson report published in Dead Pixel Society website in 2019. So the report suggests that digital presses are eating away at the share of print from silver halide photo paper users in the central photo labs category. So these are large printing groups that require high productivity, in which HP Indigo is really best suited. So this trend is especially true in Europe and Asia, where the big chunk of silver halide paper sales come from smaller retail professional labs. So in the US, the central photo labs are dominated by photo halide printers, but in the rest of the world, it's really just professional retail labs that use this technology. So it's quite a good opportunity for HP Indigo printers, especially for those of you considering the new printers of HP capable of printing high resolution photos. So also, this is how we came about putting together a kit called this that you see on the screen. This is our Silverado photo paper marketing kit. And this is practically what the paper is used for around the world. And this kit enables the printer to showcase how similar and indistinguishable the Silverado with HP digital printing is with your silver halide printed photographs. So hands down, you know, I bet just by the way we normally look at photographs, you will not be able to tell the difference between digital printed photograph by HP and a silver halide photo. So in the next 5 to 10 years, I think the photographic print business will be driven by mobile technology and online distribution. I think this was also touched upon by our keynote speaker yesterday. So the consumers driving the trend would be the millennials and Gen Zers. So the millennials, I don't want to talk anymore about them. We've discussed millennials so many times that we're quite familiar with who they are and what their purchasing habits are. But I'd like to, get your attention to focus on Gen Zers, because in about 5 to 10 years, their income will rise to rival that of the millennials. So this would be a growing market. And many of us would assume that Gen Zers, this group of 73 million people born between 1998 and 2010 would be an irrelevant market, and we'd be mistaken, because just because they grew up in a digital world doesn't mean they are not interested in photography. In fact, a recent InfoTrend study showed that they're actively engaged in photography, and most of them do own digital cameras, aside from very nice phones with nice camera features. So they do deserve the marketers' attention. They do deserve our attention. Forbes magazine is now calling them the sustainability generation. And in the next 5 years, when they drive the choices, their choices drive the growth, it would be very critical for us to look at sustainability or offering sustainable choices like Silverado. That would be, I think, something of a priceless gem of information, something as priceless as the photos we keep. If you'd like to learn more about Silverado, you can check out our website, www.fedrigonipapers.com. You can also send me an email if you'd like to request any of the samples that I've shown here. And you can also follow me on LinkedIn outside of Fedrigoni.
Thank you, Kervin, very much. And just to finish off here, I'm turning off my background for a moment because I want everybody to see this great sample kit. So I have one here on hand, and you can request for these samples from Kervin directly. But I just really wanted to, flick it so that you can hear the sound. So here we have the Silverado photo paper. It's so shiny because this is with UV plus coating. And in the sample kit, there is also a real AGX developed photo, and you can compare them. And from my side here, looking at it, it's practically impossible to tell the difference. And I know there's a habit with the experts in the photo industry. They do want to hear the snap of it. So this is Silverado. I don't know if you can hear this. And this is the AGX.
We can hear it well, Kirsty. We can hear it well.
There's no difference. Please reach out to Kervin for these sample kits to feel and see it for yourself. Thank you, Kervin, very much for joining and sharing your insights.
Thank you, Kirsty. So, glad to be here.
Thanks a lot. So this was for the photo substrates, and back to you, Gaurav.
So Kirsty, stay on for another minute. It was very interesting because even though our partners, first of all, Kervin and Cindy, thank you so much for sharing those insights. A lot of talk was around the silver halide, the AGX paper, but I think what was also critical to take is there are so many different photo applications which we do, and media becomes very important part of it. And as as was highlighted by Cindy and Kervin as well, it's also important there are different type of substrates which are available, and not just something which is an AGX replacement, which is to be considered. A very interesting insight is on the sustainability, which Kervin you brought. Thank you so much. I think that has become really a bit of a talk of the town, and one of the primary reasons why a lot of photo printers are shifting towards, I could say, a little more greener technology, if I could put it this way. Before I say completely thank you to you, there have been a certain queries which I do see has been answered, but at the same time, one of the challenges which our customer in Asia faces in terms of availability. And even though it's yes, it is available, I still want to be speak on our customers' behalf that all the beautiful substrate you're introducing us to and many more. Do you see from both of you as any challenge in any of the countries in Asia or in terms of availability?
I'll go answer that. Yeah, there's some challenges, but I think a lot of it would come from the customer side. So if the printer is not really keen on gambling on an idea that they have using a substrate, then they are the driver. They are the ones driving what will be in the market, right? So if they ask me, hey, Kervin, can you have some of this here? Then I get to work on it, and we can make it possible with a little bit of time. It's not a problem. And also every day we're trying to do our best to make our papers more accessible. So yeah, I think a problem is a lot of the times, especially here in Asia, we have this type of mentality that I don't want to trouble my supplier to take the risk for me. But we are willing to do that for you. So please.
Kervin, we're gonna hold you responsible for this, okay? So ensure after this one you're gonna get a little more trouble. If not from them, definitely from me.
Yes, please. If I'm not encountering these troubles, we're not gonna be.
We're not working,
improving.
right, Kervin?
Yeah, precisely.
So we welcome trouble.
Yeah.
So to answer to your question, Gaurav, for us, we are more or less in every Asian countries. If not, we have great networks that's able to send out samples at a very short period of time. So for us, we are very lucky because of the spread and the very good network of support.
Great, because it's just not about what we presented today, but there were a lot of applications, and eventually it boils down to media availability, and that has been sometimes, our customers have asked us. So I wanted to reach out. With this, I think, yeah. Sorry, Cindy.
Maybe just one more highlight. Kersey also highlighted that we don't just have sheet format, so we are also quite extensive. So in regards to photo printing, it's traditional. They'll have, okay, it needs to be rolls. So yes, you can also get our products ePhoto in rolls format, and just reach out to any one of us and via our social media or directly. I've shared my email as well. Please get in touch.
Okay,
Thank you,
all my email signatures will have both your email IDs of Kervin and Cindy. Okay, you better get ready for lots of emails coming to you. Kersey, that's from my side. Thank you so much for holding the session for us. It was very insightful. Thank you so much, Kersey, Kervin, and Cindy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so with some great insights around media, I want to now, yesterday we kind of introduced about more of an e-commerce from a customer point of view, how a company like Passbook, who took an opportunity, introduced social media, photo books, and at a time when it was, it was not seen as one of the high chances of failure, and they kind of made it to one of the most successful companies. It was today, when Kervin was presented, he was highlighting a very important point. Let's not ignore the Gen Zs. We think they're only going the digital age, but that's not the truth. But how do you really, convert this? And for this, I have with me another solution partner named Printbox, and Hubert is with me. Hi, Hubert.
Hi, Gaurav. How are you?
Hi. I am good. Good to see you, Hubert. So, I'm going to put you in a bit of a trouble because we've done all the flare up in terms of this is what the companies are doing in terms of an e-commerce space. But the very basic question really, kind of troubles a lot of our customers today who are present here, able to understand how is it that they can start, where is it they could get help. And with you being around, as I would want to understand, what is Printbox all about? How can it help our customers in Asia, and how it has been helping in terms, especially when it comes to e-commerce, mobile to print, or even developing new photo products and taking it out to the market?
Yes, quite a lot of questions, and I hope that I will have answers to all of them. So let me begin because there has been a lot of topics already covered today and yesterday. So you've already have seen quite a lot of solutions, quite a lot of providers and also a lot of the media providers. So in terms of this e-commerce world, this is the world where you need to think about many different areas. There is like area of the technology, there is area of the marketing, there is area of your customer. And in Printbox, we are thinking about those areas for our customers. So here is my plan for today's presentation. And I think that this will cover all of the answers to what Gaurav asked. So first of all, we wanted to be an IT partner for our clients, a real IT partner where we take care of all of the necessary solutions, necessary services that you need to have for your online business. Because e-commerce, if you think on this, it is quite a lot of elements that needs to be taken into place. So e-commerce is just a store, let's say a cart that you can put a product to, but also you need to host it somewhere. And we need to have a editor that end user can use to create the photo product. So our mission of our company is, as you can see, is to let companies achieve a spectacular growth in the personalized photo product market. So it means that with our team of over 70 people, we are doing just that. So we are focusing on all of those areas so that you can focus on things that you know the best, so that you don't have to become an IT company, so that you can trust our expertise, find the solution in one place, so you don't have to go into different providers, and you can find all of the answers in under one roof. So with this in mind, we created a platform that is scalable, that is available globally and worldwide, and allows you to sell any kind of photo product on the web. We have got clients right now in over 50 countries. We are using different server locations around the world. So really we can serve anyone anywhere in the world. We also prepared a scalable architecture of the software. So if you have anything IT of IT experience, you know that it is an issue that once you reach a certain complexity of the software, then it is very hard to maintain it. And many companies that are developing this out themselves, they are struggling with that. And we overcome that. And as you can see on this graph here, we are able to expand the customer base without expanding our employee base. So this is the scalability of what we are prepared for. So the software, the code is really efficient, is really working well, and it doesn't affect that we don't have to serve it that much. So it is very much self-sustainable. It is working for you for your benefit. We have three main cornerstones in mind when we were building the solution: conversion, efficiency, and flexibility. So these elements, they are focusing on the end user, but also on the administrator who is actually doing the administration work, creating products on the back end. So these three elements allows us to create a very efficient buying path so that they are really easy to use, easy to navigate, so that the end user, so your customer, can really quickly create and put together a very complex product like photo book, like calendar, without too much hassle. With just few clicks, they can move on and take an order. It's efficient because it is very quick and easy to use. And also from the management point of view, we built a very unique logic for product management, for building a product on the back end that allows you to create a very flexible collection of products. So for example, if one of your providers introduce a new paper, you just add this as an option to your end user. You don't have to rebuild your structure of products, which is very useful and gives you a lot of options in terms of marketing new materials, marketing new products, and also it doesn't affect your ongoing operation. So you can really focus on things that matter. And the IT is here to help you to enable your growth. And to do so, we also needed to create different ways to interact with the software, with the website, because every photo product is different. So photo books need some more customization. So that's why we have, for example, here advanced editor. But there are other products. You are selling a lot of prints. We've got dedicated prints editor. There is a simple editor for something that is simpler, as the name suggests. And also, we created a pro editor that can be used if you are offering albums to photographers for a high-end market. We have got also that covered. So this flexibility is also extended to the software, because we can really build a solution that is tailored to your end user, to your target group. So if you are offering your products to the professionals, we have the solution. If you want to offer simple products for just the regular customer, we have the answer as well. And speaking of the new generations and the new market and how people are buying right now, we also introduced smart creation. So this is a solution that really take the burden from the end user to create the photo product on their behalf. So, you know, we are kind of used to be presented with every content what we are consuming. Like we don't even have to choose a TV series or a movie that we want to watch, because the algorithm already knows what we want. And this is how the internet and how the new technology works. And we created exactly that answer for photo books, where the end user doesn't have to even choose the photos. They can just dump all of the photos they want, and the software is doing the selection, is building the photo book for them. So there is no more, okay, I want that photo, maybe, okay, I don't look good on that one. The software is doing the job. The end user is just clicking 3 times, and that's it for them. This animation is a little bit sped up because for 400 photos we need about 2 minutes, and I didn't want this animation to be loading on for 2 minutes. So 2 minutes is the time that we need to process over 400 photos from a general summer trip vacation situation. As you can see, the photo book is pretty much already good to be ordered. There is nothing that needs to be changed. And as you can see, we are supporting themes. We can support frames for the photos. We can have tilted photos. As you can see now on the animation, we have smart ideas. So if you don't like what the algorithm shows, you can try something else, another layout. So lots of automatizations. So the entire process is very easy for the end user. It's something that they don't have to spend time at all on. And you know, the case is because many people would like to have a photo product like a photo book, but nobody wants to do it because it used to be a time-consuming process, and it takes on average usually over 1 hour to create a photo book. Right now with smart creation, it's just a matter of minutes, and reducing even the process of choosing the photos, we are reducing the entire complexity even further. So that are the solutions so that we prepared for the regular e-commerce situation. So as you can see, there are 2 main components what the end user is interacting with. So we have got the e-commerce platform, and we have got the storefront and buying paths adjusted to the end user, adjusted to the product they are buying, and adjusted to the situation they are in. So the target group that you want to focus on. So one aspect of this, you know, new generation, whatever we call this, the new market, is this automatization of all of the processes. So algorithms are driving the sales, they are bringing the value, they are driving up the sales in general on the e-commerce, on the B2C market. And the second aspect of this new market is mobile, which is everywhere. Because I wanted to show the graph, you know, how many photos are taken on the mobile and how many photos are taken with the traditional cameras, because this graph doesn't make any sense anymore, because like the photos taken on the mobile dwarfed completely everything else. So we can tell that the photography world is the mobile photography world. There is no other word for the photography. So we need to focus on the mobile. So in Printbox, we prepared 2 different channels, but they are serving the same purpose. So we have got responsive design. We created the dedicated editors for prints, and we created a brand new responsive version of our advanced editor that also supports smart creation, smart ideas. that allows your end user to create the photo product on their mobile device without installing anything. So it works natively on the web browser, full HTML5, obviously, no apps needed, no plugins needed. It just works on the mobile web browser. So that's one way to for your end user to interact with the mobile interface. And there are many data to back it up. There are markets, especially in Asia, like Indonesia, where over 90% of the traffic, general traffic, is mobile traffic. So like for that market, why bother with a website? Let's have a mobile app only. So for that kind of situation, for that kind of markets, we also prepared a dedicated native mobile apps where you can sell your photo products, any kind of photo product, through a mobile app for both platforms, Android and iOS. And the mobile app is adjusted to the touch interface, so it's even more convenient to use than the responsive web design. Because it was designed with the touch interface mainly, and the components here are aligned as they should be in the mobile app. So these are the channels. So we have got quite a few solutions for the web-based platform. We have got enough solutions for the mobile app, so that you can sell the personalized photo products to anyone, anywhere, on any channel you want. So we can choose what is the best for you. So you can see that we have got pretty much everything, and this is the truth of here. And also we can customize it, so you can choose what elements of the system you would like to use. So if you, for example, want to use only the smart creation, fine, we can build a website, we can build a store just around the smart creation. You already have a website with e-commerce, that's also fine. We can use just the editor option, because the flexibility extends also to this aspect of the cooperation. You can choose what element of the system you want to use, and you can choose how you use it, at what step, at what stage of the buying path you will implement Printbox, and where you will actually use the benefit of the software. So now let's go to the numbers, because software is one portion of it. Hardware is another. Media is also another component. And why bother? Yeah. So why go into that direction? And so the photo product market is an exciting market, because globally it is growing in a very steady pace, and it is globally worth over 19 billion US dollars already. The APAC region, photo printing market in this region, is also projected to grow to double its value in the next 6 years. So it's something that is really important to know, because it gives you opportunities. If you already have the means of production, you already know the printing world, we can give you the IT part of it, the software, to make the entrance to the photo product possible. And also with the available buying paths, we can give you already a know-how to excel on that market. And the excellence on that market is presented with different figures. One thing is obviously, the number of users, the number of products you sell. So you can see right now on the screen one of the statistics that we measured from Photobook Worldwide, one of our biggest clients, who is using Printbox solution. They reported 100% online revenue increase after they switched to Printbox solution. So this is the excellence that we are aiming at. So we want to be a part of your success. So this is one of it. And how we can achieve that? So conversion. This is the magic word that everyone is focused on, the e-commerce world. And these are our numbers. So what we are able to generate on our clients' websites through our buying paths using Printbox editors. As far as I'm concerned, those are numbers that you don't see anywhere else. So this is something that you can achieve through the Printbox solution on the web using our web-based platform. What about the mobile app? We have got another major client in Poland. who is using our mobile app, and they have got big traffic enough to measure the data properly. So as you can see, these are the numbers that we are able to generate through the mobile app. So again, I don't think that you can find them anywhere else. And last but not least, let's see what is the average conversion rate among our Asian clients. So this is the number. Over 13% is the average conversion rate in editors in all of our clients in Asia. So there is a lot of things to process, a lot of numbers I mentioned, but definitely the conclusion from that is worth to consider to go to photo product market. If you are already on that photo product market, let's talk anyway. Let's see if there are any areas of improvements on your site. Maybe smart creation will be something that can drive more sales for you for photo book products. If you are interested in the mobile app, the same story. We can just add a few components to your store, to your existing operation, and we can talk about it later. If you are interested, our business model, Printbox business model, has got few components. We have got the general license fee that is paid upfront, and for that license fee, you can get a healthy voucher right now. So if you scan this QR code or visit the URL that is also now on the screen, you can get a voucher of $2,500 to purchase your first Printbox license. So this is one of the first component of our pricing scheme, and we are a service. So there are also monthly payments that we are that we charge from our clients. So we have a maintenance fee, which is a regular, like a subscription fee for the system that covers all of the updates that you get every month. So you always have the newest features. And we also have two components that are flexible depending on how much data and how well your store operates. So we have got a commission that we charge from the net sales, and we also have a storage fee that is generally connected with the servers that we provide you with. So as it was mentioned, we are a one-stop solution. So we have got software that covers all of the elements that you need to present your end user with, and that you need to manage your store. We provide you also with all of the servers that you need to manage and maintain the system on, and those are included in those fees. So if you are interested in the photo product market, you can still do the same what you are doing. So production and customer service, add to this only the marketing component, and everything what is in between. So everything from the visitor on your website to the end of the process is taken care of Printbox, and we can provide with all of the solutions you need to run that operation on the web. So that's from my side everything what I prepared today, and I open for question because there should be many areas that I didn't cover today. So if you have any questions, we can have a quick Q&A now.
Great, Hubert. You know what? You totally robbed me of one of the questions which I wanted to put you in trouble with. In Asia specifically, when it comes to pricing model, we would our customers, they're shy. They may not ask questions right now, but I want to ask on behalf, and you kind of answer that. So, like you said, you're providing them a voucher to, but with all such services which you and your company provide, I'm sure there is a certain element of customization which needs to be done, because the need of each and every customer will be different. Probably somebody wants only a certain aspect of your service. Is that true?
Yes, that is true. I use this example of having own website with own e-commerce, because it's, I think, most common, because many clients approach us that they are already on that market. They have own solution, they developed something themselves, yes. And they reach the point that they cannot do this anymore because they become a software company instead of a printing company. So they don't want to go into that direction many times. So, but they already have a nice e-commerce with operation built on top of that. So we can fit in. Printbox has got a very flexible API, so an interface from the software point of view that allows you to use Printbox whenever you want it. So if you want this to use it only on that portion of the website, it's fine. It doesn't affect anything from our point of view. You can use Printbox wherever you want. So there is nothing fixed. There are clients who are using our full solution, which is most popular still. But if you already have something that you want to combine us with, we are also perfectly fine with that as well.
Yeah, and quite contrary to what how I see the EMEA market or the mega market in Asia, we have I would put it, we have a very different market in terms of there's a certain market which is dominated by professional, and there is a certain market where we see consumer really ruling the world of photo market. And if I read it correctly, you know when you were presenting, you did say your solution will be able to cater to or address both markets.
Yes, I would say yes, because the localization of the software is about languages, about the designs, what we put on the website, and most importantly, I think, is about the themes that you are promoting to your end users. So what kind of theme they will see in terms of a ready design that they can that the end user can use. Printbox allows our clients to create everything by themselves, so they can have full flexibility there. They can put together own themes or own designs for photo products. We are also able to help our clients to customize the websites to whatever they want. The best description of a Printbox is like a one-liner is, a combination of an off-the-shelf solution with a lot of customization. Okay. So if you want, you can have off-the-shelf, and it's perfectly usable. It's very nice solution. And if you need any customization, we have got a lot of options here, a lot of opportunities, and we are doing a lot of those, we call them professional services to our clients. So even to the degree that if you don't have the time, we can configure the products for you. We can really everything we can do for you. And speaking of this, configuration, automatization, and what we can do for our clients, there is a lot of software for the production management. So to organize this on that end. So how to connect, order from Printbox to your production workflow, we can take care of it as well. We have solutions available right now that are ready to use. For example, if you use HP SiteFlow, you can use it directly with Printbox. We have got a direct integration without any additional coding needed, and there are many others that we can use. So for Photobook Worldwide, we created a Zen Smart integration. So a lot of different software you can use and use with Printbox and have the benefit of automatization.
Okay, so in the interest of time, I will address last two questions which have been raised by our customers here. One is, if I just have a software for desktop already and I need a mobile app from you, as in from the Printbox, will it work?
Yeah, it's about a connection with your e-commerce only, so that these orders from the mobile will go to your e-commerce so that you can see them properly. But yes, you can use a standalone mobile app with your existing online business that you have. There is no problem with that, not at all.
Fair enough. So the answer is yes, but of course we will have to look through and I understand the whole dynamics behind it. Great.
Yes.
But the last question probably comes from what would be the size of team a customer needs to have a startup with Printbox if they're just running one single HP Indigo press?
Mm-hmm. So we've seen that for the e-commerce management, it can be one person. Okay. It can be really one person. It's good if it is an experienced with e-commerce person, so that it is a good thing to have. But generally, you don't have to have a big team for the e-commerce operation. Even if it is a big operation, you might need to have a bigger team on customer service, because it's after all, it's a B2C market. So we are doing everything what we can to minimize the need for the customer service. But the platform itself, we can do a lot of configuration on behalf of the client. everything is unlocked for the administrator to do by themselves. And I think that for a starting project, 1-2 people, it's enough to manage the website, to do the all of the management. Of course, if you have more, I think it is only for the benefit of yours. But I would focus on these resources to have available for the customer service, because you will need that for the B2C market. You will need more customer service than you need for your B2B clients, for your commercial clients.
And definitely they would need a lot of support, especially when they're starting off from you. With this, Hubert, thank you so much. But I really want people who are present today to kind of make use of the offer which you have done in terms of your, a startup in terms of a $2,500 voucher. We'll definitely try and see that, they see something which can be of use to them. Right. With this, thank you so much, Hubert. It was a really pleasure having you here. I'm sure a lot of queries will still get raised, and we will reach out to you in short time.
Thank you, Araf. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks, Hubert. All right, not taking much of your time, as much as I would have loved to being in Singapore, in Center of Excellence, in the thick of the action. Let me take you straight there with my colleague, Stephen Chow and Ben, who are running an HP Indigo 12,000 press. Over to you, Stephen.
Thanks, Gaurav. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning for those who are in the other side of the world. My name is Stephen. For those who have seen yesterday's sessions, I was actually presenting to you the HP Indigo 7K. But today, what we are doing and showing it to you on this demonstration is the B2 press, the HP Indigo 12,000 HD press. You see the beginning of the webinar where we actually were presenting to you the 6P. So every presses have its own sweet spot for your business. The A3 size, much versatile. You have many more inks that are supported on our press. The 6P prints very quick, quickly turn around the simplex job like lay flat and prints that you need for your portraits. But about V2, you really will see later on how we are actually utilizing the HD writing head to have a much more higher resolution of the prints and also a bigger format so that you can actually print on many other applications like a postal, lay flat books. You also can do it there because you can do an A4 landscape lay flat. You can also do many other imposition value because you can actually put it more onto the B2 sheets and many others. We also support many different substrates. Today with me, I actually have Ben. Ben will be actually assisting me to actually present to you also and walk you through our HP Indigo 12,000. Ben.
Yeah, hi Stephen. Hi everyone. So
yeah, let's start with the feeder, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move to the feeder now.
Yes. So, okay, hi everyone. So this is the feeder of the 12,000. So you can see this is a basic configuration. We have two identical drawers over here and one pellet power feeder. So let's start with the pellet power feeder. So you can see that the pellet power, it can goes all the way to the floor here. So operators can just push into the whole pallet of paper, load it in, and straight away with a touch of a button, it automatically goes online. Okay, so if anybody will put a hand in, so if anybody put a hand in, so you can see that it stops automatically. We have two safety curtains, light curtains over here, so to prevent any accidents. So to reset, we just need to press the button and it goes online again.
Wow.
Okay? Yep. So
do you need to adjust anything?
Nope. So basically what it does is there's three lasers to scan the edge of the paper. It will center the whole pallet pile and goes online by itself or automatically. Okay.
Great,
so the whole height we can take on the pallet pile is 85 cm. So a rough guide of how much paper there is about 6,000 sheets of, if we take into 150 micron of paper.
You can print a lot of photos from it.
Yeah, that's right.
Great.
So this is more for high volume. So next, shall we go to the drawers?
Well, you still have drawers. This is one of the first one. For those who are online, we are the only B2 digital press that actually comes with a pallet feeder and drawers, mainly because we know as a digital printer like yourself we'll be using many different substrates. Later on, I think Ben will actually introduce to you all different substrates that we are using. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. So we can see that the drawers, we can put in a height of 30 cm. Okay. So paper, we have mechanical guides to guide, and paper size is 75 by 53 centimeters. So the maximum printable image area is 74 by 51 centimeters.
Okay. We can put any substrates in between the minimum and maximum, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Right. Okay. So the grammage will be from 70 to 400 GSM. Okay, which the thickest we can go is 450 micron. That's almost like a folding carton board.
Yeah. Very good. Okay.
So
what are the substrates that we can actually print on?
So other than dark substrate and color substrate, which I'm going to print a dark substrate later on, we're going to show you all live. So we can have different color substrate using the premium white ink.
This is great for printing on many applications. In this case, we are showing you grading cards, which are very popular to use color paper. Yeah?
Yes, that's right. And also we can print on canvas.
Wow, this is a good wall art, wall deco that you can use for any of your projects.
Okay. Of course, PVC. I know it's not photo related, but just want to show you.
This will create more like an ID cards, all this and that. So these are PVC applications where they actually laminate together. Yeah. Wow, this is metallized substrate. Okay. Yeah. We are showing a folding carton application, but you can actually imagine this metallized substrate can be used on your photo book for very high value covers or inserts. Yeah.
Okay. So shall we proceed to the engine?
Yes, can. Let me do the press now. What I would do is I would actually mention to you some of the technology that we have, and very similarly, if you can see, if I open the panel here, what you are seeing is very similar to what we had yesterday for those who are actually attending the session with us. But everything now is really double the size. In fact, to be very exact, it's 2.5 the size of what you are seeing on a 7K. So the technologies will be very similar. We have all the technology like on-the-fly ink switching, so you can print many different colors, everything in one station itself. The ink travel from the pit to the blanket and then to the impression drum very easily. All are direct contact, so you're giving the highest quality print from our HP Indigo. The only difference here in our B2 presses today here is the HP writing head. This is high definition 1600 DPIs, which will give you a much smaller dots to provide you with a better print quality with smoother and a better gradations out from the print itself. With the HD writing head, we are able to print with HD FM screen, which are actually used in many of the images that are seen in like offset printing, and also in many others technology, like for example, we have registration cameras and all the inline spectrophotometers and the inline scanner for all the automations that we are needed for the press to actually run and create the high value that you need for your customer. Yeah. I like to also highlight one of the technology that's very unique to the B2 presses, which is actually there is a built-in color sort of a color monitoring system for you. You will actually check and report to you the color status of the press. We call it PrintOS color bit. And we actually have a chart, right? Maybe show me the chart first before you actually show it to them. So this is printed out before the demo here. And what it does is actually, it will actually runs the spectrophotometers and check every part of this ink patches, and then we'll report back to you a very nice status of it. Maybe you can show a bit more of this color bit. Yeah, so you can see from the screen now, what we are doing is we actually runs with a Graco or G7 standard.
So this is the Indigo.
Oh, Indigo standard, yes, correct. So you actually can select from different standard. So we actually run this with HP Indigo color standard, but you can actually choose, and for those people who are more of an offset printer, you will then want to use it for like a G7 or Flogra standards, which we will actually mention to you more. And all this information is actually provided to the operators right on the screen, so he knows what is the status of the press and able to make sure he can actually start to print a production run. This is used in many of our customers. One example is a customer from, I can't remember which country they are. I think it's a Europe country. They use it to print checkbook. So checkbook is actually using social media where they actually collect all the photograph and print it out for our customers in many different countries in Europe and US, for example. And they want all the printer to make sure follow a certain color standard and have a very synchronized color for every photo books that they printed out from all different locations. So this provide them a very good color controls for all their print service provider. Yeah. Okay, let's start some printing. Yeah, and we can see some of the printing to come out with what are the print job.
So we have first I'm going to print a 4-color.
Okay.
Posters.
So these are the photos, posters printed out on a B2 sheet on a normal, just a normal substrate using 4 colors, right?
Yes.
So today our configuration of the press is actually running on 4 colors plus light inks. We have a light black, and we also have fluorescent pink,
yes,
and white, right? So this is the current configuration, and this is how we're gonna print it on today. So you can see very vivid colors printed out. You're just using 4 colors running on the HP press, and all this are actually done now from our HP Indigo. Some of it is also you are seeing now. There's this very bright pink colors coming out from our fluorescent pink.
What you're seeing now is color up.
Oh, okay. So just like I mentioned about the on-the-fly color switching, we are printing what we call color up here. Color up stands for CCMMYYK. So we are printing a double hit on some of the colors. So all this red, all these yellows, you can see the punch of the colors is just much more brighter, much more richer in terms of what the colors is all about. Yeah. Okay.
Shall we?
What else you are printing? Yeah. Why not? Can you see this? While Ben is actually running the next job, you can see this is the color up job. You can see the red of the dress. This is very beautiful, very rich, very punchy. It's very close to the RGB of your monitor, and it provides you a much more better richness gamut for your customer.
Okay. The next one I'm going to print will be the black substrate, the dark substrate.
So we are using the white ink now. Yeah, that's great. Right. Okay, this is printed on black substrate, dark substrate. So the press is equipped with special sensors so that all this black ink will be printed out. Sorry, or the white ink will be printed on the dark substrate. So this is a pure white on a black substrate. We also can print CMYK on the black with the white at the bottom of it. So you can imagine this is actually duplex, right? And this is actually served as an invitation card for a wedding, for a Malay couples.
Okay, next I'm going to print postcards and also some posters with,
so you can see some of the nice
light black.
Oh, okay. So the postcards is actually laid out with a very nice imposition, right?
That's right.
Wow.
And so last one will be a photo book, a landscape.
Okay. So you see some of the imposition that we can print on a B2 sheets. It provide you a higher utilization of the sheets itself. This is the back of the print. I will print it up, quickly. So you can see from the print itself, this is a postcard. Very nice scenery that we chose. Everything you can see how detailed is each of the print. Because of the high definitions, we are able to print very nice detail out from the print itself. So this is the printout from our HT presses today. Here now what you're seeing is light black ink. So this is purely for high-end photograph using CMYK and light black. So it provides you a very nice quality. I'll wait for it to print. What you're looking at is also a lay flat sheet, or we call it a A4 landscape. So you can imagine if I can actually print it out, this can be either a center stage or lay flat A4 landscape. So you can see how nice we can print out this sort of printout. This will not be able to be printed on SRA3. So Here is the black. You can see how detailed, how nice is the gray. Yeah. So the gray will actually shows up how we are actually printing out. In fact, this is printing with two heat of blacks
and
with
light black.
Light black. So you are extending the black to 200% with a light black that actually covers in all the 0 to 40% inks itself. So that's the reason why you can see a very beautiful printout using the light inks itself. We also have a CMYK with light black. Let me just bring out also so that you can see it. Okay. We have many. This is the one, right?
Yes.
So if you look at carefully on the shadow, so the shadows are showing up very detailed informations. The trunk with all the beautiful wrinkles on the trunks, and actually shows even very beautifully on the skyline itself, right? So this is the presentation that I prepared for you. I hope you have a good understanding of our HP Indigo B2 presses. I'd like to pass it back to Gaurav. Hey, Gaurav, back to you.
Hi, Stephen. Thank you so much, Stephen. I think that was very insightful, very short, very crisp, but lots of focus on the different substrates, the B2 size. What is it that we bring different from a competitor's point of view? Let's open the stage for if we have any Q&A. While the stage is open, I would like to bring upon, there will be a QR code which you could see right now appearing on the screen. Please go ahead. You know, Stephen is pointing upward direction and it is right there. Scan it for us. Let us know how did you feel about the sessions which you attended today. If there is something which you want to hear new from us, I think this is the best way we could look to improve. Like I always say, as much as we want to see you face to face, but till that happens, I think this is the best way we could look forward to get your feedback and keep on improving. While you do that, we are open for questions. I do see a hand raised. I'm not sure if the reason is accidentally or what, but if there is something which needs to be asked, can you please type in the Q&A section and we'll be able to address better. And we've also pasted the survey link in the chat option. Please do take out another 30 seconds of your valuable time and provide us. Well, at the same time, we do have all the experts who presented today available. If you have any unanswered queries, do let us know. Okay, for all the shy audience which we have, I assume that that would be it with this. Probably I would then like to extend my thank you to each and every one of you who took out this special time over today and even yesterday and attended the session. Hope we were able to bring to you something what you had been hearing about, experiencing, or wanted to kind of develop into. You could always reach out to any one of us or the speakers who were there today if you want to ask further. With this, I probably, from a photo perspective, we do end. But however, we have an action-packed week. Tomorrow, you would be hearing on the commercial side of the business. Again, yet another very exciting sessions lined up for you. Please don't miss out to them. If you're wanting to hear what's happening in the commercial industry, my colleagues would be here speaking live.
I will be speaking.
Center of Excellence. Stephen would be there. You could see the all energetic young friend of mine who's there. So do attend tomorrow's session to know what's happening in the general commercial printing with lots of exciting stuff coming your way. With this, thank you so much for all your time. And I would also like to thank my speakers for today. Thank you for preparing and bringing us some valuable information.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Herbert. Thank you, Kirsty, for all the insight. Thank you, everyone who stayed back.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sir, previous na po yun, sir, galing dun sa laptop. Linovo.
Amen.
Previous na po yun, sir.